here?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I need this. If it's too loud, you'll let me know. I do have something very special planned for you. So I am speaking, but this is really all about you today. So I really thought through, well, what should we actually talk about? It's the month of November, Thanksgiving, giving thanks. And I wanted to do some reflection too on our lives, on how we're actually letting our own light shine to others in the world. So you'll find in front of you a worksheet. So what we're going to do is actually do some reflection together about how we actually let our own light shine for ourselves and for others in the world. So everybody grab a worksheet, and if you need a pen or a pencil, we have that. For those of you who are watching on the video, we'll have a link to the worksheet so that you can just click down below and get your own worksheet and work at home. For those that aren't here today, we're going to be providing this online, so you can download it later. Her favorite, right? The downloading and the uploading. So let's go ahead and grab the worksheet, and I'll go ahead and read the Nelson Mandela quote at the beginning, and then we'll actually pause, and I'll tell you a little story from my own life, and then we'll go getting to the reflective part. So this is a quote that I heard years ago that I really, really love, and it's from Nelson Mandela. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone, and as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And then the question that I have, and you can start writing while I talk, so don't feel like you're being rude if you want to just reflect while I'm telling you the story. But the question is what part of your life is not shining, and what do you fear? And this worksheet is for you. You don't have to share it with anybody else. This is really for you to think through an area of life where you're challenged, okay? So let me tell you a little story about fear. One of the things that is on the tables is a More magazine article, and I'm actually featured on page 121. It's this month's magazine, which is really special for me because 10 years ago, I was really fearful of starting my own business. 10 years later, I have 3 businesses. And one of the things that I really wanted and desired a lot was to make a difference for others, and primarily in the area of news. You know, every day we have some of the news is not as positive and uplifting as we want it to be. So as somebody who had worked with the news before, I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be important to tell stories that make a difference? So I started a public relations firm. Despite all my fears, I had already failed in one business, and I said, I'm just going to make this work, get some partners who actually make this happen. And just, face my fears. And I'll tell you, over the 10 years, every day I wake up into something that scares me. It's not any different, but it's just taking that first step. And I as a hobby, I like to kayak, and it's not just the flat water kayaking. It's the scary kind, where they have all the rolling white water, and my mother looks at me and says, why do you do these dangerous things? I just don't understand you. And I actually answered her because I had read it in a book, and I said, Mom, I don't do these things to escape life, but rather to prevent life from escaping me. Because when I'm on the water, out on the river, that I feel really at one with God, with nature, and with my purpose in life, and I feel fully alive. And I'm also making a difference for people, my clients. We do a lot of nonprofit work with microfinance. You might know the Nobel Peace Prize winner named Muhammad Yunus. Our company does a lot of pro bono work to eradicate poverty around the world. So it's really important for us. We also have a mission in Cambodia. Nikki, I don't even think you know about that. No, we don't tell her everything. So anyway, right now, and we're going to go ahead and end the video just for this section, but think, what part of your life is not shining, and what do you fear? And I'll actually ring this bell in just a few minutes. I'm going to let you reflect on that, though.